You are here in the 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art canine housing facility here in Cochranville, Pennsylvania. We have room for 28 dogs to be in training at any time. We have a grooming room, a feeding room, a canine cuddle room, a veterinary room, and then sundry other areas.
Yay! Good girl!
The training program lasts for 2 years. Our dogs are in a community puppy home for their first year, and then their second year of training is here at the canine housing facility.
Yay!
The dogs are trained every day by their trainers. Plus, in addition to that, they get to go out in play groups. We may have 6 or 8 dogs that are out in the play yard at any one time. They might be out there for an hour or two, romping together. They play in a pool, they play out on the grass, and there's balls, and there's all kinds of things for the dogs to do. We also have volunteers that come in that will help us walk the dogs, and also they'll come in and take a dog out of the kennel into the cuddle room and smooch on the dog for at least an hour. During their first year of training, they're in one of our community puppy homes or possibly in our prison puppy racing program. The dogs will learn how to sit, stay, come, basic obedience, basic socialization. They'll get to go to the grocery store, the post office. When I take one of the puppies that I'm raising, I take them to the dentist, I take them to the doctors. They go everywhere with you. So they learn to be good family members, and they also learn how to be good with other dogs. During their second year of training, they are here at the canine housing facility, and they are trained on a daily basis by one of our 3 trainers.
Good.
The trainers will take the dogs over to our training barn where they'll learn how to work light switches. They'll take them to a grocery store so they learn really how to be around things that are going to be distracting, noises, foods, people, things like that are going to be more like when they're working with their recipient. Because as a puppy home, we might have them in a grocery store, but they're just walking next to us. They're not actually performing any skills. They're just being a good dog.
Tug, tug, that's it. Yeah.
The reason why it's important for our dogs to learn tug, which is one of the skills that all of the dogs need to learn, is the dogs will actually use that to begin learning how to take off a glove, then they'll learn how to take off a sock, and then a shoe. They'll help them do a lot of things like that a tug is very easy. Opening drawers, opening the refrigerator, opening a door. All of those things are part of the word tug. The dogs all learn how to go pay because most of our recipients are maybe in a wheelchair and the counters are much higher than the person in the chair. So what we do is we teach the dog how to take someone's wallet. The dog puts the wallet in their mouth. They get up on the counter and they hand the clerk or the cashier either the wallet or cash. The clerk behind the counter takes that from them, makes change, gives it back to them, and then they bring the cash or change back to the recipient.
Hold it, lap, give it, lap.
The dogs all learn the word hold it because what we need them to do is to be able to retrieve items off the floor and hold it and not actually just bring it to you and drop it on the floor. Many of our recipients, since they're in a wheelchair, they can't reach down. So we ask the dog to hold it and then the dog can bring it up onto the person's lap.
Load up. Good girl.
We teach the dogs all how to load up because they may have to load up on a bed. We also teach them that so while they're at a vet's office, they know that loading up is good and they can just stay there while they're being examined.
Good job.
The dogs will learn how to do light switches, and what they'll learn is they'll learn the word light, which is to turn on the switch, and they'll learn the word switch, which means to turn off the light. The dogs will do that with their teeth and lips and not with their feet. Because if you can imagine, if your dog lives at your house for a while, after they've gone up and hit the light switch with their paw 100 times, you're not going to have any drywall left. The recipients are here for 3 weeks of training. They learn access issues, they learn how to work with their dog, how to train with their dog. They also learn different things like how to work with them in public. How to work with people that are distracting them, that are squealing at them. Oh, there's a dog in the store. Things like that. They have to learn how to work around that. They need to learn to work in public. They go on a train. They go to the movies together. They go to a baseball game. They do all kinds of different things under a trainer's supervision to make sure that they are going to be totally confident once they go home with their dogs. If you see a service dog out in the public working, please don't distract the dog. That means no talking to the dog, no kissing noises, no eye contact, but please talk to the recipient, because that's really what it's all about. We want you to talk to the person with the disability, not the dog. Then they might talk to you a little bit about their dog, tell you some of the exciting things that the dog's doing to help them live independently. But just don't distract the dog. The dog is always working. Even if the dog's laying down, even if the dog's just sitting there, he's working, he's waiting for the next command. When somebody like myself raises one of the puppies that goes to a recipient after their second year of training, it is the most rewarding thing that you can do. It is like a huge gift, because you get to see this puppy knowing that that dog that you showered all this love and affection on and all this training time is now going to help somebody live independently. It's such a blessing. It's like the best gift I could give to anyone.
Made for on demand.